Hello, this is Linnea Wexler, and I am a Master Certified Coach, a Master Practitioner of Neuro-Linguistic Programming, a Master Practitioner of Timeline Therapy, and a Master Hypnotherapist. And I am so excited to have you with me today. I am fired up. I had the most incredible experience today in self-hypnosis. And it's really a fact that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So when I'm working with a client, I'm not able to hypnotize you. You hypnotize you. I only guide you. And you're the one taking yourself through the different levels of your mind. So today I had this incredible experience. I had prepared some recordings for myself to help guide me through some practices that I wanted to go through in healing negative emotions through timeline therapy. So, everybody has a timeline. It is at the level of the unconscious mind, like a film reel that's been going all the way back and keeps going all the way forward. And so, through timeline therapy, we're able to travel along the timeline at the level of the unconscious mind for the purposes of healing and finding the root cause of negative emotions. And we're able to clear the body and the mind from the negative emotions as we had been experiencing them. And greater than all of that, we're able to gain the lessons. So, I wanted to do some timeline therapy with myself, and so I went through fear today, and I started listening to the recording, and I took myself through the process and allowed some very powerful, organic experiences to flow forward. I was astounded by the beauty, by the wisdom, by the vision. The unconscious mind is so beautiful. It so wants to help and to heal and to connect and to empower. All the beautiful things are right there. And to be able to connect and receive and align with that goodness is extraordinary. I shifted so powerfully at the level of the body. I felt like a different person. At the level of the mind, I had a completely different outlook and peace and trust and faith and vision. I had a greater sense of my purpose. I had a greater calling. It was one of the most powerful and beautiful and extraordinary journeys right in my bed. And I really have been more impressed by these techniques than I ever imagined I would be. The good and the gifts that have come through these practices at different times in my life have been nearly magical. It really feels like real magic. And it is very much like meditation, like a guided meditation. Hypnosis and meditation are in many ways very similar, and it is, to me, an empowerment. I know that when things happen in life, I have sensitivity, right? It's a blessing and a curse, right? And so I know that when things happen, I have tools that I'm able to utilize that have put me in a completely different place. I don't rely on chemical fixes. I don't need that. I don't want it. I really don't crave it at all. I feel that when I want to shift something within myself, there are techniques to do that. There are many of them. But this goes so deep. So I feel very grateful. I feel very grateful. It's one of those things where when you experience something that has such an impact on you, such a positive impact, you kind of want to go running through the streets giving it away. And I really feel that way. I have a passion for helping people who are hurting, people who are suffering, people who are having a hard time, people who feel like they're in a stuck state, people who have tried really hard through various methods to get to where they want to go and still can't. And I feel so much compassion and desire and drive to help people in that place because I know suffering so deeply. I know what it's like to hurt so much. And I also know what it's like to break through from that. You know, one of the reasons I am so grateful in life is because I've suffered, and I get so excited on the other side of not suffering. I'm like joyous over it. I get a feeling of genuine relief for things that are so easy to take for granted. You know, I've had times in my life when, you know, the colors alone have had me, you know, crying in a piazza in Santo Spirito in Florence, Italy, because I could hear the birds and see the colors in the leaves, in the bushes and the trees. You hear the water, you watch the water in the fountain, and we wake up. To know what it's like to wake up, to know what it's like to be asleep, dreaming you're awake, to know what that feels like. And this has happened in so many ways, at so many different levels, in so many different experiences of life. You know, it's funny because I didn't plan to have so many lives in one, and I would need to stop and count how many different lives I've already lived. It's been my journey. It's become clear to me that this is the journey that God's had me on. There are images, places, people, tastes, sounds in my mind of all of these places, all of these experiences, movie after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie, to look back at different times in life and think, wow, it feels like lifetimes ago. And here I am, I'm still on the same journey, and not that much time has passed. The experience of time is so subjective. You know, one of the most unexpected side effects or results of timeline therapy when I went through it the first time, and it was timeline therapy and NLP and hypnosis for a month after my experience of time changed. And I've never heard of anything like that before. Time slowed down. And that is, it connected almost like a memory in childhood when time seemed to take longer. So I would look at the clock and it would feel like many, many minutes had passed, but only 1 minute had passed, right? Instead of 20 minutes, it's 2 or 3 or 4. And I think it came as a result of being so cleared from the stuff that blocks us, that draws away energy, that draws attention, that I wasn't being pulled from the moment. I was so much more in the moment. I think the mind is extraordinarily beautiful. It is, in many ways, our greatest asset. It is worth all of our investment. When you connect a cleared mind, a well mind, with a cleared heart, a bright spirit, a bold soul, the beauty of being is beyond description. So, there are so many gifts available to us, greater than our imagination may even be able to comprehend until we do. I'm looking forward to sharing more, and so continue to come back and check in, and I look forward to continuing this extraordinary journey with you. So thank you so much, and all my love to you.